So guys, here we go. It's another Tuesday and we have a bunch of fixes and changes to the game that we need to talk about. So let's do it. So the first one is on the ESA radars. So radars that are electronic scanned received basically a fix, right? Because there was a bug that caused ESA radars or electronic scanned array radars to lose targets if they moved outside of the current scan area, right? So what happens here, guys, is that with electronic scanning, you can basically make sure that instantaneously, almost, right, the little, basically, transmitters, right, or transceivers can actually detect a target like this even when they are outside of the scan zone. That happens because once you detected a target like this, the radar will have kind of a memory, and once you move to the other side over here, the scan zone, as you see, it will continue to track those targets because you will have like a bunch of these transmitters or a bunch of, like a part of the radar that will continue to go backwards, look where the target was, and return to the scan, okay? Of course, once he loses the target, as you see, for example, basically he notched me there, he will basically lose the target, and then that's it. But if he continues to track like the right target there, it will actually, even though you are looking elsewhere, you're gonna continue to track these targets. And this was a bug that was happening in a bunch of radars, actually, that they were fixed. So, for example, the F-15C Golden Eagle over here had this problem. And also, other ones, like, for example, let me just find it. There's a bunch of radars. So the Kafir block, like the C10 block 60, right? The F2, the Mitsubishi F2, the Su-30SM, the Rafale, the Su-34, all of these basically had this bug, right? And yeah, some of the radars, I don't know if it was all, are these all the radars? Because I do believe that they were doing this when they were added, but doesn't matter. As you can see, they are working. They can detect targets and maintain the soft lock or the detection even when you are looking elsewhere, which helps a lot with situational awareness, which is pretty great. And then we have some smaller bug fixes that are important enough for us to talk about. For example, the AJS-37 here had a bug where basically the Mavericks would be obstructed in some area of the view. I don't remember where, but there was basically a view that was obstructed with the camera of the missile, right? And that is fixed, which is pretty great. So this is for the AJ-37 and AJS-37 and both versions of the Maverick. And now they fixed the bug on the F-15C as well of the pylon that was just appearing floating over here, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, they fixed that, which is pretty good. They also changed the nuclear version of the Tornado IDS, where basically he was spawning in the air. I saw this bug yesterday, actually, where a friend of mine got a nuke, and he was spawning in with the F-111, or the Su-24, I don't remember which nation he was using, and he was spawning in on the runway, and a tornado spawned in with a nuke together with him, on the air, right? And he couldn't deploy the nuke because the other guy was actually already flying, right? So they fixed that, which is pretty great because, I mean, fairness for everybody, right? So yeah, Tornado IDS Asta 1, that was nuclear, the nuclear version, now fixed. There was also a bug with the GH7 where if the fuel tanks were in the wings and you rip them, it would mean that the fuel tanks would remain on the aircraft floating, right? So we're going to test that. Let's see if I can rip this thing. Maybe I need to get a little bit of speed, but we're going to try. Come on, baby. It should be able to rip its wings, right? Come on. Faster, faster. There we go. Come on. I mean, it didn't rip enough. Yeah, there you go. And the fuel tank is not there anymore. So yeah, that bug is fixed as well. Then on the Su-30 MK2 over here, they fixed the MFD there. as you can see. Before it had a text instead of the, like a text like problem, instead of the R27ET and ER names. And now it is working, as you see. So a small little thing, but it is pretty good. Then we had some bugs for EFS, right? So for example, the German MI8s over here, they basically were able to extinguish fires without you having EFS. And now you have the EFS, you can use it, so it's properly working, right? Also, the AlphaJet, all the versions of the AlphaJet, they were basically being able to extinguish fires without, that ability being available for the aircraft, right? Where is the... Don't the French have one? Yeah, there you go. So, as you can see, they don't have the EFS, but they were able to actually extinguish fire. So, yeah, that bug was fixed as well. And then we have some small things like, for example, Golden Eagle and Silver Lion buying windows that are basically displayed wrongly, if you will, on the ultra-wide monitors. Now it's fixed. And as well, the option here for the XESS, right, for Intel, that was appearing even for people that didn't have the ability to actually use this. So, yeah, they fixed as well. So very small things. Of course, the bigger one is that AESA radars are fixed. So, yeah, finally, they're fixed, okay? So, for now, for me, at least on the test drive, it is fixed, like, it is working, right? Let's wait and see in real matches to see if it is working properly, because some people are saying that, they doubt it, but, yeah. So, I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and bye, guys. See you.